Good day, grade sixes. Today we're going to continue our look at different voice types, but just kind of start going a different path to lead towards our listening activities that we'll be doing when I get back to school in the next coming weeks. To start off, I hope you were able to listen to that first listening activity video. This week we're looking at music from the 80s, and the 80s were really known for a big introduction of pop music and dance music. Music that you could move around to a bit more, coming out of that disco age that was the 70s a bit, and had the dance scene becoming a bit bigger. If you were able to sing along with that song, Take On Me by a-ha, then kudos to you, because that song gets really, really high. Mr. Marr has to be really warmed up well to even fake it a little bit, so good job. So today what I'm going to have you do is I have a series of different videos of 4 different artists for each voice type, going from soprano, mezzo-soprano, alto, tenor, baritone, and bass. And I want you to make a couple notes about what is different between each singer within each voice type. So, for example, in the soprano slide, I have Julie Andrews, Billie Eilish. Who's my third one? I can't quite see who my third one is, but I'm blanking. Sorry. So I have Julie Andrews and I have Billie Eilish along with 2 others. One is Gabelle. She's an opera singer, and I want you to listen to each different singer, and tell me or just write down some notes about what's the difference between each of the voices. So is maybe one having a bit more ringing of a voice? Is one a bit more shrill, so really tight? Is one a bit more open? Does one sing more high than low? Is it a bit darker tone to it? Try to think of some adjectives that you can figure out with that. And the reason why I talk about this is because every human voice is slightly different, and so the timbre of them, which is the way something sounds, that's what timbre means. It helps cause a certain sound effect that is desired for when you're making music. So the same way that you have instruments in an orchestra that combine, so you have your trumpet, you have your violins, you have your cello, you have your tuba, oboe, clarinet, so on and so on. All these different instruments, percussion instruments, the way that they combine and make a certain sound, it's the same thing that you can do with voices, which is what we see a lot in choirs. So next class, we're going to be taking a look at how when we find these similar timbres of voices or different timbres of voices and combine them, what kind of sounds those make. And then we're going to be starting to do some identification using those things. But I'll talk about that more in the next lesson. So today what I want you to do is listen to the different voices and how their timbres are literally, so the way that they sound. So although all the sopranos might sound high-pitched or a higher sound, what is different about each individual voice and how they might blend together or contrast or be similar. And with just each voice type, there will be differences between all 4 people, and especially differences between each voice type. Okay, so take down some of those notes. If you have any questions, you can send me a message on Teams or on Google Classroom, and I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. And remember, this isn't for marks or anything. This is kind of just, we're trying to do some conceptual thinking and looking at what we can find out about different voices and what we hear, and starting to try to think of ways that we can describe what we're hearing so that we can start identifying things as well. Okay? I'll see you all next class you'll see me. I might not see you. Have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.